Let's see where we are. Enter action with boldness. This quote is by Balthazar. Who? Balthazar Gracian. Always set to work without misgivings on the score of impudence. Can't read right now, it's too early. Always set to work without misgivings on the score of imprudence. Most of us are timid. We want to avoid tension and conflict, and we want to be liked by all. We may contemplate a bold action, but we rarely bring it to life. Although we may disguise our timidity as a concern for others, a desire not to hurt or offend them, in fact, it is the opposite. We are really self-absorbed, worry about ourselves and how others perceive us. Boldness, on the other hand, is outer-directed and often makes people feel more at ease, since it is less self-conscious and less repressed. And so we admire the bold and prefer to be around them because their self-confidence affects us and draws us outside our own realm of inwardness and reflection. But few are born bold. We must practice and develop our boldness. You will often find uses for it. The best place to begin is often the delicate world of negotiation, particularly those discussions in which you are asked to set your own price. How often we put ourselves down by asking for too little. Understand, if boldness is not natural, neither is timidity. It is an acquired habit picked up out of a desire to avoid conflict. If timidity has taken hold of you, then root it out. Your fears of the consequences of a bold action are way out of proportion to reality, and in fact, the consequences of timidity are worse. Your value is lowered, and you create a self-fulfilling cycle of doubt and disaster. Daily law: timidity is dangerous. Better to enter with boldness. Any mistakes you commit through audacity are easily corrected with more audacity. That's from the 48 Laws of Power. Law number 28, enter action with boldness. I agree. Yep. That is the way to go. Yeah, I had to learn that. I'm still kind of timid when it comes to certain things. When I don't feel the need to be bold, I'll just take the back seat and whatever. It doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter to me, I'm not going to be bold. That's pretty much what it is. But in like my former self, I think I avoided being bold altogether with my words and my actions and pretty much who I am in general. But that's one thing I had to learn working with dogs specifically, which is where I'm going today. You cannot be timid around dogs, especially a pack of dogs where there's prone to be a more assertive dog in the pack who may feel the need to pick a fight. You have to be bold to be able to jump into the middle of a dog fight, which I learned surprisingly. Oh, what the heck? Our gate is not like half open. I didn't even notice this when I walked over here. That's not good. Everybody's car is exposed. Lame. Anyways. Yeah, I didn't realize I had boldness in me until dog fights became a regular occurrence in my life. Because there's risks that must be ignored when you breaking up a dog fight, especially to your own personal safety. And I am not shy. I used to be shy when it came to like approaching people I don't know with either questions or like just talking to people in general, I guess maybe. And now I'll just walk up and talk to anybody about anything really. I'll enter into conversations that don't even include me at work. I'll just hear like somebody, like maybe I'll be at lunch and there's people having a conversation next to me about whatever random stuff. I know them, but it's not like I'm not in the conversation. But I'll jump in. Yeah, I'm a much different person than I used to be when it comes to that dynamic of timid versus bold. It's just better to be that way. Better to be bold. Like they said, like, oh, this is carbonated. Oh, we have energy drinks. I forgot we bought energy drinks. Yeah, nothing goes to the timid. You have to be bold and be first to raise your hand, be the first to offer your services. The timid get walked over. Oh man, that's good. I don't know what flavor that is. That's fantastic. But that's what I learned. There's no advantage to being timid. You will get overlooked in every capacity. If that's what you want, I mean, I guess. You don't want to be noticed? Be timid. There's a drawback though to being bold too. When you stand out, you tend to make yourself a target. And being bold does set you apart from the rest of the group. So you automatically have a target on your back for people who like to bring others down. So be prepared for that. But then again, that's kind of like a good thing, because now that brings out, people who might have been, you didn't know they had that kind of negative attitude towards you. Now people get to show their true face. So anyways, I'm going to work with the dogs today. See what kind of little friends we have, or big friends. I don't know what yard I'll be in. Oh, that's crazy. He got all kinds of weird lights on his truck. It was like a blinker light, a running like blinker, but it was like along the line of where the hood closes. It's like the whole length of the hood. That was weird. I don't think that came with it though. I think that was aftermarket. Oh, let's go with the green light. All right. But it looks a lot brighter in the camera view than it does like in the real world. That's funny. I wonder why it does that. Let's get over one. This lane eventually ends. Let's see what else is going on in the world. I don't even know. I'm barely paying attention to anything. I think it's hilarious everybody turned on the president. For good reason, I think. That's what he gets. For all his fake boldness, turns out he's pretty timid. It's all talk and bluster. Oh man. I don't have too much on my mind today. Still trying to create one last document. My woman says it'll never be finished. My project. I mean, in a good way. Like, it's always a work in progress, I think she means. Not that I'll never finish it, but there's always improvements to be made and things like that. But I still have one more that I'm trying to finish, and I don't know if Claude's going to let me do it. I think I've reached the limit of the, like, how, or maybe my prompt is just so gigantic. It doesn't have the oomph to do it. Which actually made me think about getting other AI models and seeing if they can finish this last piece of this last project I want to finish. It is kind of intensive. So I wanted to analyze 3 different documents that I've created, and then produce a whole piece of material based on those 3. So it looks like I'll probably be getting like all the AI platforms to see if any of them can finish it. So what does that include? I have Claude, maybe Google Gemini, or ChatGPT, or I don't even know what other ones there are besides that. Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini, and then is that it? I think that might be it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Because 3 is a good number. Because I've constructed 3 different projects, but 2 of them are kind of the same project. Just one's like a condensed version of the other, which is like the actual training course I'm doing. One's like a week-long intensive, and then one's like a 1-day crash course for those who don't have that kind of time. And then the other 2 are more supplemental. And this last one would be all the aspects of all 3 rolled up into one, but more like in the style of I called it a book when I constructed the prompts. Because I guess people sell stuff like this on Amazon or whatever. Or with the amount of prompting I put into it, it's not like it did all the work on its own, because I definitely gave it a boatload of direction. And as I reviewed the output, I would make alterations. So we'll see. See what I can make it do. I wonder if it's gonna rain. It's still really cloudy out here. And a bit chilly. I probably should have wore another sweater. Whatever. I had a bunch of dreams. I don't remember most of any of them. And I need more of my drink. my goodness, come on. I don't know what flavor that would be. This is a newer brand for me of energy drink. I think this one's called Bloom or something like that. 180 milligrams caffeine. And yesterday we tried, darn it, I don't remember the flavor of the one we got yesterday, but it was one me and my woman split. Oh, that's funny. There's a Logix by this Trader Joe's also. Trader Joe's close to me has a Logix right by it, and this one does also. Interesting. But I do remember the flavor of that drink. Oh, Mr. Truck. You're in my way. You. I wonder what's up there. Remember, or maybe there's homes. I'm not too sure. I used to do a lot of work out over here when I drove a truck. I was looking at all those automotive dealerships. They've been there for years now, but I was driving a truck when they built those because I was part of the group that worked on it. Looking at the side of the freeway, like how long is it going to take before they start to develop some of this, or will they ever? I'm probably sure there's like conservation stuff involved that prevents them from being able to build on a lot of this. It's pretty coming out here towards this area. It's nice and hilly, especially in the spring. Right now it's all brown. But in the springtime it's really pretty. It's all green. Alright, almost there. A couple more exits. I remember when I was really young, I used to think it looked cool for cars to have like spoilers and wings on them. And now it just looks retarded. Looks like you're trying to do too much. Like way back in the Fast and the Furious days, and all that became popular with the import automotive racing. I have to check my oil to date. Just thought of that. I haven't checked that in a while. Oh look, they're developing on all of this. I was just talking about this. That's new. Huh. I don't know what they're gonna put here. It's right by this wildlife crossing. But they're excavating the heck out of that hill. Alright, next exit's mine. It's interesting how noticeably cooler it gets once you get out of the valley. Coming this way and towards my other job, at a certain point you just feel the chill kick in. Right. And we are pretty much here. Alrighty. Oh. Yep, not much to say. It must be interesting for those monks that take a vow of silence. Like, I wonder if that enhances the thought process to not have to feel the need to speak. Something else has to be enhanced. If you cease to express it physically, I wonder if mentally the level of processing increases. Or wonder if it decreases. Because you're definitely taking in without having to put out in terms of verbal communication. You're taking all of everybody else's input in. I just, I don't know, interesting thought. And 2 more turns. I am here. That's crazy. Somebody hit that pole. It's not good. And I'm here. I like it. Nice and uneventful. I like all my journeys. All right. Everybody have a great day. Good work.